I'm Dave Riggert, voice of the Griffons. As we talked to Brett Weiberg, head basketball coach at Missouri Western. And coach, just a 6-21 season. Obviously, wins and losses not what you wanted. As you look back on this year, could it have been different if you win some of those overtime games earlier, some of those close losses that you had? Do you think it could have been different?
Well, that's so hard to say. I knew that what these young men, and they're good young men, I knew what they went through last year, that some early wins would go a long way with this basketball team. And so it's been a difficult year because some of those losses are pretty fresh in my mind still from November, and those were gut-wrenching losses, you know. And I did everything in my power. These kids kept their head up and battled and tried to keep getting better and overcome it. And if I try to answer your question, yeah, I think it could have made a difference. It could have made a difference, but we didn't get it done, you know, and it's been tough.
8 or 9 losses by 7 points or less, a lot of one-possession losses. I mentioned the 3 overtime losses. This was just a very frustrating year, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. You know, I mean, I felt like we were close. I really enjoyed coaching this team daily in practice. Some of our game situations were very frustrating, you know, just from you feel like we're on the verge of doing the right thing, and then all of a sudden we don't get it done. And from a coaching standpoint, you're always saying, how can I coach them better? You're always putting pressure on the players to play better and make better plays. You know, so there were some frustrating moments. I do feel like we were close. I feel like we saw improvement in guys, especially some of the guys that were new. You know, some of those guys got better. Some of our kids that are a little more athletic got better and played better. You know, and we had moments with our seniors where they played well. We had moments where they made big plays. We just, as a team, couldn't put it all together.
We could have laid over this year. We could have quit. We could have just folded. But those guys fought to the end. We got in the playoffs like we wanted. We just wanted an opportunity. And I love those guys, man. They came in, coach brought in some good guys that worked their tail off this preseason. And I just hope they continue to do that.
There was a lot of close games in that stretch in this season that we could have pulled out. But I guess what I'll take away from it is never get down on yourself, and you can always give more. I think that's been the theme throughout our careers here. Is you can always give more to the team. You can always work harder. And I credit Coach Coombs and I credit Coach Weiberg, Coach Price. They've all done that. They've all stressed that, and they've all showed us that you know, it doesn't matter how tired you are, how much you think you're working. You can always give more. And I think that's something that can carry on for life and down the road for sure. I mean, I know it didn't pan out with wins and losses, but I felt I became a better man through Coach Weiberg and Coach Coombs and the rest of the staff during my 4 years here. And I mean, that's I guess the ultimate goal.